Hi there and welcome to Sharon's tutorials. So in this video I'm here to show you all you need to know about using labels in your Gmail. Now firstly, if you're not quite sure what labels are, they're kind of a mix between a tag and a folder. So you can apply a label to an email, a bit like a tag, but then you can move that email out of your inbox and into the label itself, and it's stored there a bit like in a folder. So if you think about the old filing cabinets before everything was computerized, you always knew where to find specific files because they were filed in alphabetical order in their appropriate folders. That's kind of the same thing as using labels. The only difference is you can have as many different labels applied to the one email as you like, and that email will then be found in each of the labels you've applied to it, but it will still just be that one email. Now, you can have as many or as few labels as you like. It really is down to personal preference when it comes to organising your own email system. Myself, I have loads of labels, but you might only want 3 or 4 labels. So before you start, it's worth having a think about how you want to organise your own emails. Then, when you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start off by showing you how to create a label, and there's actually a few different ways to do this. So the most obvious way is to simply click on this plus symbol here over on the left next to where it says labels. So if you click on there, and it will ask you to give it a name. So give it a name. So for example, we'll call this one clients, and then click create. And it's as easy as that. So now you can see that below the heading labels here on the left, there is now the label we've just created called clients. And if you've got more labels to create, then you can just follow the same steps again. Click on the plus, give the label a name, and so on and so on. If you want to create a sub-label, then you would give the label a name first. Then you would tick the box here where it says Nest Label Under. Click on the drop-down arrow here and choose a parent label. So for example, we could have a label called clients, and then each client name would be a sub-label nested underneath the parent label of client. And then once you're happy, click create, and you can see it's now nested underneath the client one here. So you'll notice now that there's a little arrow next to the parent label here to the left of where it says clients. There's a little arrow here, and when you click on it, it will either collapse or expand the sub-labels that are nested underneath. So that's one way of creating a new label. Another way is to create one from an email that's actually already in your inbox. So firstly, select the email by clicking the checkbox to the left of the email, and then you can either click on the move to icon, which is at the top here. That's if you want to move the email to the label once you've created it, or next to that is the label icon here, which means it will just apply the label but keep the email where it is. So if we choose this email here, I want to move it to a new label called meetings. So I click on move to. And then you've got a list of all your labels already created here, and I want to create a new one at the bottom here, and we'll call it meetings. Then click create, and you'll see that email has now disappeared from the inbox, and there's a new label over on the left called meetings, and if you click in the meetings, you'll see that email is now there. If we just want to apply the label but keep the email in the inbox, then let me do this one here. Select the email, click on the labels icon here at the top, and then again either choose a label that's already created here or you create a new one. Enter the label name, so we'll call this one samples, and click create. And you can see the email is still in the inbox here. It has the label samples applied to it, and you can see there's a new label over on the left hand side called samples. Another way of applying a label or moving the email to a label is to right-click on the email and then choose either move to and create a new label, or choose one here, or label as and then create a new, or choose a label here. You just do the same as before. The final way to create a new label is from the settings menu. So click on the cog in the top right corner, then click see all settings, and click into the labels tab across the top here. And this is where you'll see a list of all the labels that you currently have. So this top section is a list of the system labels such as snooze and starred and spam, etc. Then you have a list of the categories section here. And the last section is where you'll find the labels that you've already created. And you've got the option here to create a new label by clicking on the Create New Label button here. So now we're actually in the label settings screen. You can see all the details for each of the labels. So it tells you how many emails or conversations are currently applied to that label. And if you want to rename any of the labels, you can quickly do it by clicking on any label name and just typing out a new name here. If you want to edit any of the labels, then click on Edit over on the right hand side here next to each label. And you can choose to nest the label if you want to, or move it from being a sub-label to a parent label. So this is also where you can set the visibility of the labels. So you've got a label list here, and you've got a message list here. And you can see underneath each one, it says show, hide, and show if unread. And in message list, it says show and hide. So the label list is the list over on the left-hand side here. So at the moment, all of the new labels we've created are shown above a More button. You can't see the More option here because we've got all the labels displayed at the moment. But once you change any of your labels in the label list, once you set any of those to hide, it means the labels will disappear from here and will only be visible by clicking on the More option at the bottom of the labels list. So if we just take this one and hide it, you can see that that label's now disappeared and a More button here has appeared. And if you click on More, that's where the label is now hiding. You've also got the option of show if unread. So the label will be hidden under this More option unless it contains an unread email, in which case it will appear in the label list above the More option here. So I'm just going to change this one back to show, and you can see it's now showing in this list here, and the More option has been removed because there's no labels hidden. So moving on to this message list here, the option to show label in the message list means it will display the label name with that email. So let me just show you the samples label here. If I change the show in message list to hide for samples, and then we go back into our inbox, you can see now that this email that had the samples label, the label name that was here has now disappeared. I have to physically click into the email to see the label name here. You can't see it from the actual inbox view anymore. But if I'm to go into the samples label over on the menu on the left hand side here, the email will still be there. So it's really a personal preference as to whether or not you prefer to see the labels applied to each message without having to open the actual email to see them. Personally, I prefer to have the labels as shown in the message list. So I'm just going to go back into my settings, go to labels, scroll to the bottom, show in message list, and the samples one, I'm going to change that back to show, and then I'm going to go back to the inbox, and you can now see that the label name here, you can see it's visible now without clicking into the email itself. So that was in the settings menu. Now you can also get to the same settings options by hovering over the label name in the left hand menu, clicking on the three dots here, and you can see here you've got in label list, show, show if unread, and hide. The same for message list. You've got the edit option, remove label, and add a sub-label. So that's just a quick way of showing the options available to you for each label without going into your main settings page. So one way to help organize your labels is by using color to help tell them apart from each other. So to do that, again, hover over the label name, click on the three dots to the right of it, and at the very top of the menu is label color, and you can just choose one of the preset colors here if you want to. You can also add your own custom color, so if you wanted it branded at all, then you can just choose your color here. Because I've chosen the parent label of clients, it's asking me if I want to also set the color for the sub-labels at the same time. So I'm going to say yes, I want them for both the parent and the sub-label, and choose set color. And you can see now the colour has been applied to these two labels here. So once you've got the labels set up on the left, a quick way of applying labels to emails or moving emails into the labels is by dragging. So if you want to move the email into a label that's already set up, you can simply click and drag the email over to the label that you want it to go to. Release the mouse and the email has disappeared from the inbox and it's now in this label. And if you want to allocate an existing label to an email in your inbox, simply click and drag the label name over to the email, release the mouse, and it will apply the label, but the email will stay where it is. You'll also see a notification in the bottom left here, which stays for about 10 seconds, I think, so you can quickly undo any action if you change your mind. If you want to remove a label, then simply right-click on the email, go to Label As, and deselect the label you want to remove, and then click Apply, and the label is gone. You can also do it by selecting the email with the checkbox to the left, and then clicking the label icon at the top here, and doing the same thing. This is also how you would move an email from one label to another. So if we take this one here with samples, we can select the email, go to labels here, and we can deselect samples and give it to meetings instead, and then click Apply. So you've moved it from one label to another, but it's still in the inbox. One thing to point out is that when you remove a label, as in you delete a label, it won't remove the message with that label. So if you accidentally delete a label, it doesn't delete the actual email itself. So don't worry too much if you accidentally delete a label. So if I just go into here and we remove the label meetings, it says remove the label meetings from 2 conversations and delete the label. So we say yes. The label has now been deleted, but the email that was attached to that label is still in your inbox or wherever it's located. If you want to be super organized, you can actually apply a label before sending the email itself. So to do this, when you're composing a new email, click on the 3 dots in the bottom right corner here, then click on Label, and just choose the label that you want to apply, or you can even create a new one if you wanted to. If you want to apply a label when replying or forwarding an email, if we just go to this one here. So if we're replying to this email, we want to apply a label to this email, click on the label at the top here and choose which label you want to apply, or again, you can create a new one. So by applying labels before sending the email, it means that when you click on the label in the menu on the left, then you will see all the emails, including the ones you've sent as well as those that you've received. If you want to quickly search for an email that has a label applied to it, in the search bar at the top here, type the word label, followed by a colon, and then type in the label name. So if we type in samples. Now you can go into the search options here and add more parameters to the search, but for this lesson we're keeping things simple. So once you've typed in the label name, press enter and it will list all the emails that currently have that label applied to it. Now obviously this one hasn't actually got any emails applied to it, but if it did, they would be listed here. So one final thing that I need to point out is that when you apply labels to your emails in your inbox, if you've actually finished with the email so you no longer need to see it, please move that email to that label, or simply click on the archive button, which is when you hover over the email. If you go over to the right hand side here, there is an archive button here. And if you archive it, it will automatically move the email to any labels that have been applied to it. It's just a way to help you keep your inbox tidy, otherwise you're keeping emails in there that aren't really relevant to you now, and you're just adding to the number of emails that are currently in your inbox. So remember to archive your labelled emails. So what do you think? Are you going to start using labels to help keep your emails organised? Let me know in the comments if you found this video helpful, or if you have any questions, again, put them in the comments and I'll try my best to help you. As always, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.